Hi, good morning. Today is Animal Kingdom time. I am so looking forward to riding Flight of Passage. I think I can bring you on with me. So I'm gonna try, but no promises. It's supposed to be a really rainy day, so I'm hoping it's not too wet because I get cold really fast when I'm wet. But yeah, I'm sure it'll be a fun day, and I hope you enjoy the video because we are off. We're at Animal Kingdom, using the bathroom before we go in, but kitties! I know it's a little light, so it's blurry, but kitties! So pretty. The back is a bit more intense. Yeah.
I'm Dr. Marsh, director of the Dino Institute, and I hope you enjoyed those quaint exhibits in the old wing. The Institute has created the Tower. The result is a breathtaking journey through a prehistoric world where you will witness the most spectacular creatures to ever walk the earth.
Hello there. This is Seeker. Listen up. We've got to get in, grab the iguanodon, and get out before that asteroid hits. Let's roll.
Oleoramus, Hadrosaur, Raptor.
Time to get serious. Locking autopilot on homing signal now. Hang on. I'm tracking a big dino on the scope. Could be ours. Computer, full stop. Identify.
Carnotaurus,
Definitely not our dino. Go, go, go! Another big guy coming up. Computer, slow and identify.
Sauropod,
Still not our dino, but at least this one's a vegetarian. Incoming!
Asteroid impact in 60 seconds.
We can't stop now. Keep going, keep going. Four-wheel drive, move it.
Warning, meteor struck.
Evasive maneuvers. Left, right, right. That was close. Computer, now what?
Carnotaurus.
That's it. Abort mission. Abort, abort.
Iguanodon.
Forget it. Get them out now.
Asteroid impact.
Brace yourself. This is it. They're not gonna make it. They're not gonna make it.
Mission accomplished.
Alright, so we've done Flight of Passage, saw the Lion King show, Everest, Dinosaur, and Tough to Be a Bug. And now we're gonna go back to the room for a little halfway midday, break and food and stuff. I was not able to record on Flight of Passage, obviously. I did attempt it, I just wasn't willing to get my phone out and risk dropping it. But yeah, so far it's been a very fun day, and going back to the room now.
It's related to zebra since it has stripes there on sides, but it's actually not. That is instead the only living relative of the giraffe. Okapis are generally very reclusive, and because of that, they were not discovered by Westerners until 1901. Prior to that time, they were thought by some to be a mythical creature because it was that difficult to prove their existence. Some pink-backed pelicans here. They're the smallest of the pelican species, only pink during mating season, and it's just their skin that turns pink, not their feathers. Also lots of vultures hanging out there, and vultures and other scavengers do play very important roles in ecosystems. They help to clean up after all the other animals. There is a hippo just up ahead. Hippos will generally stay submerged in water. Over to the right, one of the more unique trees found out on the reserve, it's called baobab tree. It's also known as an upside down tree because it looks like it has its roots coming right out the top, but it's just leafless right now, and it remains that way for about 9 months out of the year. Heading into different ecosystems, a bit of a change of scenery. This is the savanna, the grasslands of Africa. And the savanna is home to some of Africa's most iconic species. At the bottom of the hill is a Hertmann's mountain zebra. You can identify the zebra species by their stripe pattern, but also each individual zebra has their own uniqueness to the stripes as well. The typical herd size for them is only one stallion and between 3 to 5 mares, so they are found in fairly small herds. There's a Maasai giraffe over there. We're going to see a lot more giraffes up ahead. A cute little antelope right here with a dark stripe down its side are springbok. And springbok get their name from their ability to spring straight up in the air repeatedly, about 6 to 8 feet. They can also leap forward about 13 feet in just one jump, and are quite fast little antelope. They can run about 50 miles an hour. Most active in the early morning and early evening hours,
Huddled underneath
so
them,
it is nap time for them right now. And they are considered the most successful hunters out on the savannah. They have a success rate that far exceeds that of any big cat even, because they hunt as such an organized pack. Their pack is very important to them. They are one of the few species that will care for any sick or injured members of their pack. And then all this gray herd around us are wildebeest. A wildebeest is one of the animals best known for its migration. About 1.5 million individuals make a trek every year between about 500 to 1,000 miles. They do that just to follow the rains to get to greener grasses. One more real good view of those springbok there. And Ankoli cattle just up ahead, also known as the Watusi cattle. That's after the Watusi tribe, which first domesticated them about 2,000 years ago. The horns on those cattle reach lengths of 3 to 4 feet each, and because our blood vessels run throughout those horns, it acts as a cooling system for the cattle. And these are the guilty giraffes. Okay, I think that one right up ahead. It's probably the really guilty one. Fully grown adults are 18 to 20 feet tall. You can see there are some young ones here in the group. That is definitely the guilty one right there, because that little branch right there was a bribe to get out of the road. That is the guilty giraffe. And you can see the eland there, like, I will help clean up after you. African elephant right up ahead here. Both male and female African elephants have tusks. Herds are made up of females and juveniles, with males typically leaving the herd, going out on their own by the time they're about 12 to 15 years old. The females will stay with the herd their entire life. There's an elephant right behind this tree here. And some greater flamingos right here. The greater flamingo is not only the largest of the flamingo species, but also the palest pink. They get their color from their diet. They'll eat a lot of brine shrimp and other crustaceans, which are very high in beta carotene. You can see some ostriches over with their warden there, over to the right. Even though ostriches are birds, they are far too heavy to be capable of flight, but they can run about 40 miles an hour. They have razor-sharp talons that they can use for defense, since they can't fly off when faced with danger like a flighted bird would likely do. And just up ahead is cheetah territory. Cheetahs are the fastest land mammal. They can reach speeds of 60 miles an hour in only 3 seconds, but they can only sustain that for a couple hundred yards. You might notice those cheetahs. To the left diagonally, just follow that tree line. 3 cheetahs over that way.
Oh, I see him, yeah. Look at that, how cute. Yeah, I see him back there with his tail.
Speaking of big cats, these rocks right here are known as a Kobe Rock Formation. I like to call this Pride Rock, the pride of lions found right there. That lion defends the territory and protects any cubs that there may be. The lionesses are the ones that do the hunting at night. Lions are nocturnal, just like domestic cats. They spend about 16 to 20 hours out of every day just laying around, resting and sleeping. Another one a little bit further back into the bushes. White rhinos are fairly social, so usually found in small groups. They weigh upwards of about 5,000 pounds. They can charge at about 35 miles an hour. Good view of these rhinos. They actually can't see us clearly at all, though. They've got very poor vision. They only see clearly a few feet in front of them. But they've got excellent hearing. You'll see those ears moving around a little bit now as they figure out exactly where we're at here. The cone shape of those ears helps them to really hone in on what direction the sound is coming from. The warden's post right up ahead signals that we've reached the end of the reserve, so we're now on our way back to the village. Before we head back, though, check out the cute little goats.
He's on the roof.
As I said, we are on our way back to the village, and while you're here in town, be sure that you do check out Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. Lots of animals to see that way, including western lowland gorillas. You might get another view of an okapi. There's endangered grubby zebras, family meerkats, birds, reptiles, colony of naked mole rats, and hippos with an underwater hippo viewing area, among other animals. So be sure that you stop and talk to folks along the trails. They would love to tell you more about those animals there, and tell you a little bit more about the conservation efforts that not only we're making towards protecting those animals, but also what you could do to help out. It is oftentimes going to be all the little things we can all do that can have huge impacts on species. And of course, you want to make sure that any impact that you do have is going to be a positive one. And here in Rombic, we don't like to say goodbye to our friends. Instead, we say Kwaherini, which means go well. So, Kwaherini, everyone. Go well, go wild, and go and make a difference out there.
The tradition of animals and
animation reaches all the way back to Walt Disney himself and his long-standing passion for conservation. He believed it was important that we protect our wildlife and preserve our natural world. This sense of motivation shaped his legacy from animation to conservation. As we make our way to Rafiki's Planet Watch, keep an eye out for some of the exciting wildlife we might encounter along the way. We are now approaching Conservation Station at Rafiki's Planet Watch. For your safety and the safety of those around you,
elephant back there.
sit all the way back against the bench and avoid leaning out toward the railing. Remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop, and please be sure to watch your children as you exit. Go well and explore.
I cannot believe I just got to ride that 2 times in a row. Thank you so much, Lizzie. If you ever see this, you are an amazing cast member, and that was an incredible experience. Thank you so much. Also, this was Flight of Passage. That was amazing. But I'm happy I remembered my umbrella.
Could have kept it with you on the ride.
I didn't need it when I got off. It wasn't raining then. It was just kind of misting, so I was thunder, so I was still good.
It was pouring down like this before you.
Well, I had great timing then. All right, well that was awesome. I got to ride Flight of Passage twice in a row. Thank you so much. But it started raining and thunderstorming, so we came back to the room. I just got out of the shower, but I wanted to say goodnight, and I hope you enjoyed the video because today was just absolutely amazing. And tomorrow is Epcot, and I have no idea what we'll be doing, but I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!